Welcome to EnduringTechnologyPress.com. I'm Eric, and I'm here in the workshop with the second in our installment of Tool Tuesdays, which will provide an excuse for you to go out and get tools if you don't already have them, as I justify all the reasons why some tools really do belong in your shop if you don't have them. Last week we covered the number one tool, which was the corded electric hand drill, and we're going to go for tool number two. And that is the circular saw. And again, here you can get cordless ones that are pretty good, but there's no way that you're going to beat the power output from a corded one. I've got the DeWalt here. I tend to like DeWalt tools for hand tools, especially ones that get a little bit more use. And these are reasonable in price too. But you can drop down to a lower priced unit and get them very reasonably. And that's part of why it figures as number two. It's a reasonable cost as a power tool. The other factor is the versatility. Sure, there's a lot of other tools that run more specialized versions of the same work as this. You can get a chop saw, and if you're cutting a lot of boards or doing some fine precision work like laying out hardwood flooring or something like that, or making cabinetry, that's awesome. Ditto with the table saw. I wouldn't give up my table saw if I had my druthers. But you can make do with a circular saw. And in fact, it's sort of interesting that we're sitting down at my workbench, which I've had for I guess about 15 years now. It's really solid, really well built, and it was built before I had a table saw. It was one of my first projects, and it was all built with this circular saw. But the other advantage is you can take this nearly anywhere. When I'm out building raised beds or doing things in the garden or putting together a garden shed or a small building or have stuff to do with a friend, I take this. My table saw I could sure pack up. I could also take a chop saw, something like that. This is so much easier. It'll do most of the work that you need to do. It'll also cut sheet goods fairly easily. Get a chalk line, and it helps you with mark out. And you could do that on the table saw too. And sometimes the table saw is the best option for that. But often it's a lot easier to lay it out on the ground, especially if they're full-size sheets, and cut them with the handheld circular saw. So that features as number two tool, not only because of the cost, but also because of the utility that it'll find in your shop and your projects around your homestead. So for this and other cool information on empowering your independence, go to EnduringTechnologyPress.com. Thanks.